Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today in this video we are going to discuss the last two questions from paper 4 extended 058042 IGCSE mathematics, and it is from March 2021. So here's the question number 11. Gaya spends $48 to buy books that cost X dollar each. A part is to write down an expression in terms of X for the number of books Gaya buys. So let the number of books Gaya buys be N, and we know that the cost of each book is X dollar. So the total amount from here, it is going to be N times X dollar. So that is the total amount. But according to question, Gaya has spent $48, so this is same as $48, and hence the number of books, that is N, would be 48 over X. So the first answer is 48 over X here. B part is Myra spends $60 to buy books that cost X plus $2 each, and this is another information. Gaya buys 4 more books than Myra. We can see that each book costs more than in the Myra case, so of course in that case Gaya will buy more books. So we are going to talk about the number of books in both the cases. As we have discussed in the A part, the number of books which Gaya buys was 48 over X, and the number of books Myra has bought is 60 over X plus 2. It is like similarly from the first part, and it is given that Gaya buys 4 more books than Myra, so 48 over X is this plus 4, then only it would be balanced. Now we will simplify it. The best way is, we can see this every number is divisible by 4, so 4 1 ja 4, 4 15 times 60, and 4 1 ja 4, and 4 2 ja 8. So this become 12 over X equals 15 over X plus 2 plus 1. Now we will simplify. I'll do the cross multiplication, so it will become 12 times X plus 2, and since we have to take the LCM here, so in one line we can write X multiplied by 15 plus 1 times this, because once we will take the LCM, this will be multiplied here, so it become X plus 2. I'll write square bracket here, so this become 12X plus 12 2s are 24 equals, here it is X into 15X, plus there is no other number, so X into X, it become X square, X into 2, it is 2X. So let's take everything to that side, right hand side, so it is X square. 15X plus 2X is 17X, and this will go there minus 12X, so 17X minus 12X become 5X and minus 24, and we got the answer. X square plus 5X minus 24 equals 0. So we have to be careful, like we don't have to start with this what we need to show. We have to start with the condition, and we'll apply these two conditions to get this, then only it is like we have shown that this information can be expressed in the form of a quadratic equation. I hope it is clear. And here's the C part, solve by factorization. So we can see X square coefficient is 1, so we only need to take care of 24, and 24, if you find the pair, it is 1 into 24, 2 into 12, 3 into 8 3s are 24, and then 4 into 6, and then 6 into 4, 8 into 3, 12 into 2, and 24 into 1. These all are the pair, and now we have to see this sign. This is minus, so we have to subtract any pair out of it to get plus 5. So we need the operation, we got the operation that we have to subtract. From subtracting these two numbers 1 and 24 we'll never get 5, 2 and 12 will never get 5, 4 and 6 of course will not get 5. Only possibility is 3 and 8. If we subtract 3 from 8 we'll get 5. So what we are going to do, we are going to write 5x as 8x minus 3x. Then it would be factorized. So x square as it is minus 24 as it is. Only 5x will write it as 8x minus 3x. So first two and the last two terms, we can see from the first two terms we have x common, so it is x plus 8. Next two terms we have 3 minus 3 common, so again x plus 3 8 is 24, so plus 8 equals 0. Or we can write in the factorized form, x plus 8 into x minus 3 equals 0. And once we got a product as 0, the individual should be 0, any one of them or maybe both. So x plus 8 should be 0 or x minus 3 should be 0. From here we got x equals minus 8, and from here we got x equals 3. So the two solutions are minus 8 and 3. Let's discuss the D part. Find the number of books Myra buys. So number of books for Myra was 60 over x plus 2. That was the number of books. Now we have two values of x, minus 8 and 3. But since x is a price cost, so it cannot be negative. The only possibility is x equals 3. It means the number of books would be 60 over 3 plus 2, that is 60 over 5, and it is 12. So the number of books Myra buys was 12. I hope it is clear. Let's discuss the next question now. And here is the question number 12, A part. Find the gradient of the curve y equals 2x cubed minus 7x plus 4 when x equals minus 2. So we have a curve, equation of the curve, and hence the gradient would be the derivative of it at that point. So dy over dx we need to find. So another function is 2 times x cube, and derivative is constant as it is, and power will come in the multiplication, and then the power will be reduced by 1. So earlier this power of x was 3, so it become 3 minus 1 2 minus 7 as it is, since it is a constant, and x, differentiation of x is going to be 1, so it is minus 7, and plus 4 is a constant, so that's why this is going to be plus 0. Differentiation of constant is 0. So we got it as 6x square minus 7. So the gradient like grade at x equals minus 2, this is the gradient of the curve at x equals minus 2 would be 2 times minus 2 square, because we are going to substitute x value, and minus 7. So 6 into 4, 6 4 is 24 minus 7, and that is 70. So that's the gradient of the curve at some point. So let's discuss the B part. So here's the B first part. B part, the information for B is A is the point 7, 2. The coordinates of point A is given, and coordinates of point B are also given, minus 5, 8. Calculate the length of AB. So we need to find the line segment, length of the line segment AB, and for that we have a formula. If we take it as x1 y1 and another point as x2 y2, then the length I'll write with D. The length is given by the difference of the coordinates and square, that is x2 minus x1 plus y coordinates difference and its square, that is y2 minus y1 square, and hence this length would be, I'll write with AB. AB is going to be square root of x2 means minus 5 minus x1, that is 7, whole square plus y2 that is 8 minus y1 that is 2 whole square, and it is minus 5 minus 7 is minus 12, so minus 12 square plus 8 minus 2 6, so 6 square. Minus 12 square is same as 12 square, that is 144, plus 6 square is 36, and hence we will solve it now. 6 4 10, 3 4 7 1 8, so it is square root of 180. Hence the length of AB is square root of 180, or we can write our answer till 3 significant figure as well from the calculator, and it is 13.416, and also till 3 significant figure it is going to be 13.4. Now the second part for the B is find the equation of the line that is perpendicular to AB and that passes through the point minus 1 comma 3, and give your answer in the form y equals mx plus c, where m is the gradient of the line and c is the y-intercept. We know this form, so all we need to know is the perpendicular gradient of the perpendicular line to be AB. So first thing, if we have AB, let's say this is AB and A point is 7 comma 2, B point is minus 5 comma 8, then if we have a line perpendicular to it, then we need to find the equation of this line, and we require two things, and the thing which is being provided is the coordinates of a point from where this is passing through, minus 1 comma 3. So first thing, we need to find the gradient of this line, and gradient of the perpendicular line is the negative reciprocal. So first of all we will find the gradient of AB. So gradient of AB, or like grade of AB, we know it is y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1, that is difference of y coordinates upon difference of x coordinates. So 8 minus 2 upon minus 5 minus 7, it becomes 6 over minus 12, that is minus 1 over 2, and hence the gradient of like this is perpendicular line to AB is going to be negative reciprocal. So if we'll take the negative reciprocal, it is going to be minus 1 over 1 over 2, that is going to be 2. So we got the gradient of the line. Now once we have the gradient, then we can write our equation of line in this form, and this is actually m. So y become 2x plus c. Now minus 1 comma 3, this point is lying on the line, this line, so it means it will satisfy, means when x is equal to minus 1, y would be 3. So we'll substitute here. So 3 become 2 times minus 1 plus c. It means it is 2 minus 2, so another side it would be plus 2. So from here we got c value as 5, and hence the equation of line, we got complete equation of line, y equals 2x plus 5. So we'll write it here, it is 2x plus 5. I hope it is clear. So it means first of all we require two things, gradient and a y-intercept. For the y-intercept we have been provided with one point, so only we need to know is the gradient, and we know the gradient of a perpendicular line is a negative reciprocal, and for the line AB we had the coordinates, so we got the gradient. Here's the third part, B third part. AB is one side of the parallelogram ABCD, means the A which was given 7 comma 2, I will write the coordinates, and B was minus 5 comma 8. These are the coordinates of AB, and this AB is one side of the parallelogram ABCD, and BC vector is minus A minus B, where A is positive and B is positive. It means this BC vector is negative A negative B, because this is going to be A and B are positive, so it would be negative vector. And second point is the gradient of BC is 1 and length of BC is root 8. Find the coordinates of D. I will draw a parallelogram so that it would be clear. So this is the diagram. I make it just to make it clear, otherwise it is not required to make a parallelogram here. So let's say it is A, it is B, it is C, and it is D. I make this ABCD purposely because it is given that BC vector means B to C vector is minus A minus B, means you have to go down and go back to get the vector BC vector. Now gradient of BC is 1. So gradient, first of all, BC vector is minus A minus B, and if the gradient is 1, so gradient of BC is 1, it means rise upon run is 1. And rise here, if we see from this, in order to reach this point BC, we have to go by minus B as vertically down and minus A horizontally back. So the gradient become, from here we can see the gradient is minus B over minus A, and that is given as 1 because that's a gradient, rise upon run. So we can understand in this way because we can go back by minus A and coming down by minus B. That's the vector BC. So from here we can see that A is same as B, or minus A is same as minus B. Yeah. So third point, BC is length of BC is root 8. So BC modulus is, from here we can see the BC modulus is means root of A minus A square, that is A square, plus minus B square, that is B square. It is given as root 8. Or we can say that A square plus B square is 8 only. And we know that A is B because the gradient is 1. So from here we'll get A square plus A square as 8, or we can say 2A square as 8, or we cancel 2, so we'll get A square as 4. And from here we'll get A as plus minus 2, but we know that A is a positive value because it is given A is greater than 0, so we will take only A as 2, and hence this become B. So it means from B to C we have to go down by 2 and back by 2. In the same way, if we talk about, because it's a parallelogram, so this will also be same, the gradient would be same. It means we have to come down by 2 unit, minus 2 here, and going back by minus 2 here. So it means since A coordinate is given as 7, 2, so from here we can get the D coordinates. So D coordinate would be 7 minus 2 and 2 minus 2. Means in both the coordinates we have to subtract 2. 7, 2. If we'll go down by 2, it become 7, 2 minus 2, 0, and going back by 2, so it becomes 5, 0. So D coordinates of D is going to be 5, 0. So that's it. I hope it was of some help. So let's meet again in the next video. Till then, thank you so much.